Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. So, we finally got some decent weather that we can get back into the old gaming room and do some streaming and hopefully get some content going here, man. It has been a rough couple weeks. Not just with weather, been super busy with some things, but I'm glad I could at least make it to stream on one of our scheduled streaming dates. If you're new around here, then Tuesdays and Thursdays are normally the days that we stream on. And once we get some people in here, I will need to know how the levels are today. So, it is July the 3rd. To all my American friends, we'll be celebrating July 4th tomorrow. So I thought we would hop into some ETS2 today because they updated the game. The 1.55 update is live on ATS and ETS2. Well, we streamed ATS last time. I did a trucking stream, so this time I wanted to get in this one. And honestly, guys, I don't have a ton of hours in this one. I have more hours in ATS, but I really do like this game, and I want to get this one straightened out here a little bit more, and I want to play it a little bit more. So I'm happy to say that I am back on my main profile of this game. I did have to disable the pro mods because they are not updated for 1.55, so I cannot use pro mods. As soon as those get updated, we will add those back. So I have the DAF here. Let's see here. It's like 4:30. We're in Turkey. Let's see what jobs we have. I'm not sure exactly where we are in Turkey. Sorry, guys, just getting things a little straightened out here. Okay, let's see what we have. We have wall panels. That's an interesting one, but that's not very far away. What do we have? Ooh, we have some camper vans. That's an interesting one. Going up into Bulgaria. That's a 5-hour trip. I'm wondering if we should set time 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? Let's do that. Let's take that one. Let's take that one and see.
Okay, here we go.
Where that brings us. Okay, I forgot I have her on. All right, so the truck. Oh, the truck's running. Okay, cool. I forgot to shut the truck off. Okay, do I have the parking brake on? No, I didn't have the parking brake on. And away we go. Man, I love this truck so much. I got my some of my favorite bands hanging up there in the window. See Metallica. Okay.
Turn left.
Turn left. Here? Yes, here, okay. So she can be annoying, but I do find that she's a bit helpful.
Get ready to turn right.
All right, I
Turn right.
will get ready. First comment, nice. Well, welcome to the stream, Marvel. How are we doing today, my friend? We are clear to go. So, I already tested this out in the experimental beta. I don't think I played it at all on the open beta. So I do want to see if they improved it at all. And again, I gotta say, the graphics look really good since the update, man. They really do. Your Trucker MP always crashes. I've never played Truckers MP, man. Never played it. So from what I can understand with Truckers, and I thought that was green. Oops. From what I can understand with Truckers MP, there's no
Turn right.
like AI traffic on it, so I don't really play on that.
This is where it ends.
Oh, why did she say it like that? That is so weird. Alright, let's pick up our job here. Caravan. Ooh, we also have car carriers. Where's this going? That gets us a little more. I want to do the caravans though. That's pretty
Let's
cool.
do this.
See, that's a little bit more interesting load. AI traffic density? Right in the Steam Workshop, bud. Yeah, just do a search for traffic density. Oh, there she is. There we go. That's a pretty cool one. I don't think I've ever transported these things. God, it doesn't look right. Definitely not. That looks a little better.
Drive safe.
There we go. Let's see what this looks like. Oh wow, that's wow. Whoa, those are like right up tight. That always freaks me out in this game with these European trucks, man. Like the trailers are so close to the cab. I mean, that looks like if we had a tight turn, it'll take off those side wings, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, let's do our tug check. All right, and we are good to go. So summer started out kind of slow here. It wasn't the warmest, and then all of a sudden the heat just kind of hit
Turn right.
all at once. Okay, I think we can make that. Let's just slip on over. Yeah, I gotta say the graphics look really good. I haven't played ATS since they released the 1.55 update live, so interesting to see how that looks. Maybe next week, if we can do 2 streams, we'll get an ATS stream in there. So I'm hoping it'll just be starting to get dark here when I drop this off, and then we can sleep.
Keep left.
Left. Alright, am I turning here? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Alright, so it's not too bad in my room right now. I finally got a thermometer in my room, so it's like 81 in here right now. It's not too bad. I got the fan going on, so it's comfortable. It's comfortable to say the least. Alright, come on, traffic. Get on in there if you're going to get in there.
Keep left.
Hey, that blue car, man, just coming up quick all of a sudden. So, the if you're in chat, the little purple thing next to the comment number 1. That's like a new thing that YouTube's doing. I didn't have it on my stream last time I streamed, but I can see I have it now. That it's just a little thing for the chatters telling you who's chatting the most and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. Just a little interactive thing, just see what chat's doing. I see some people say that they don't care for it because it's too much like Twitch, but I don't really see the issue in it. Also, I did enable memberships. Again, it's one of those things where it's like super chats. It's like, you know, nobody's obligated to do it, but I did put it up there. It's one tier, $1.99 a month. It does get some perks. Members will get to see all my videos early.
Keep right, and then exit.
We will have a members stream once a month, and also I'll do a members post where
right.
you guys can sort of suggest the video to me, and then maybe I'll put it on like a wheel or something, give it a spin, and randomly choose one of the suggestions and do a video based on that. So I will probably be saying that several times
Turn left
through the stream as people come and go. If people come and go. You know, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare this stream. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. She says turn left. Okay. Let me roll down the window in the truck here. There, so, if anyone's out there, if you could tell me how the volume levels are, that would be great. Particularly the game levels, because the last time I streamed and I played it back, the game levels were very low. So, would really like to know how those sound. Wait a minute. I think? Yeah. Sometimes the GPS. Please pull over vehicle inspection at the nearest way station. Okay, where? What are we hitting? Oh, okay, never mind, just... Okay, so where is the way station? I think we go this way? Yeah, I don't know. It was like the way station's up ahead. Oh, this was the way station. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I believe this is the first time. Uh-oh. Wait. Green to... See, in this game, these things always confuse me. I believe, yeah, okay, this is correct. Okay, so we don't need fuel, which there is a fuel station right here now. Wow, look, I have to do this. This is crazy. Especially for trucks, man.
reroute.
Rerouting? Like, what are you talking about? You're literally, that's X-rays, okay, that's literally where it's telling me to go. And she's saying rerouting. Oh, I'll never understand that in this game. My God, how many of these do I have to go through? Wow. So many. Okay, use a border check. Alright. So far so good. The game's running really well. I'm getting a solid 60 this whole time. That's a rust stop. Wow, that is a crazy border. It really is. There's so much you have to go through. I think we're good. This road is very confusing. Like, we have this lane here with 2 solid lines, and we have 2 lanes over there. Is this a bus lane? I have no idea. Okay. Alright, that looks correct. I think maybe both those lanes were going the opposite way.
Go straight on.
Alright. We got it. We got it. We're in the clear.
Go straight on.
Okay. 60. So I also did just pick up FS25. Let me clear that. I do want to stream that. We haven't done any Farming Simulator in so long, and that's really what my channel was found on. Yeah, the first bits of content I did was Farming Simulator. So yeah, I picked that up. I need to find a good mod map. I have one downloaded. I haven't played on it yet. That looks promising, so I will hop on that when I get a chance and see. To be honest, I have been really busy, just like with like lawn care and just summer stuff. You know, summer is just one of those times of year that it's busy. The weather's nice. You want to enjoy the outside. There's a lot of lawn work that you have to keep up on.
Right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Whoa! Whew. Boy, that was a close call. Good Lord. But anyway, I want to do another Call of the Wild stream on the new map. I am absolutely loving the new map. So good. And man, I still have Star Truckers for PS5 that I played for like maybe 15 minutes. I did like the very first part of the tutorial, and I was going to do content on it, and just other things came up. You know, we had all the things with Fernbus and stuff like that, and then the heat, and man, I feel like I'm so behind on some things, man. I tell you. But I do have that game, and I don't know. I'm still thinking if I want to do content on it or if I want to do live stream.
And then turn left.
I'm not really sure yet what I plan to do.
turn left.
We've got a beautiful sunset tonight here. So then we'll drop this load off, and then we'll sleep, and then hopefully start fresh, a brand new day, and we'll take a nice long haul somewhere. I kind of want to go back into Greece. And we are going to be going for 2 hours today, because I do have something I have to do after the stream. As I said, busy. Hey Razor, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Man, I've missed driving in this truck. I forgot how I got the purple lights inside and stuff. It looks so good. I swear, it feels like when this game in ATS updates, they had the betas, and they have, like, now they had experimental betas and stuff. It was just absolutely crazy. It seems like it takes forever to get back into the main game. Vienna, Austria, nice. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Right, and then exit right.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all.
Exit right.
Lady, I can't. I mean, I could have.
Recompute.
Yep, recompute. So guys, let me know how the levels are, especially the game sounds. Let me know if you guys can hear the game sounds alright. Because like I said, last stream it felt like the game was a little low. Alaskan Road Truckers, really? Ugh. I don't know, man. I would definitely have to disagree. I think Alaskan Road Truckers is probably one of the worst trucking games on console. Heavy Cargo is alright. It's getting better. But honestly, there's really no really good trucking games on console at the moment, unfortunately. I do feel like that's going to change if the Truck World Australia comes to console. I think that'll be a contender for the best trucking game. But that's a big if. But they did just update the demo for that. I have to check that out. Come on, get in! Get in! Get in already! I've given you so much room! Gosh. People do that in real life too, don't they? They'll get off those on-ramps and they just kind of hang out over there. It's like, come on, go over. I'm letting you merge. So, man. I gotta change clock. Oh no, the clock's down there. Damn, okay. 9:48. Oh, we must be running. Oh, yeah, we are running late because of that damn detour. Well, they're talking about it. I really feel that one day ETS and ATS, ETS2 and ATS will be on console one day. It's just, I really think STS is overly ambitious there's literally so many things that they talk about that they want to bring to the game that they haven't, and they're still working on. You know, and I mean, it would be
Keep
a pretty
right,
big
and then
undertaking.
exit right.
I have discussed this a bit in the past, but I think they would
Exit
have to
right.
decide on how they wanted to release it on consoles. Would they release it all up until like the most current DLCs and release it as a bundle, or would they go the route of like Planet Zoo, where they release the game with the season pass and then kind of bring out the DLCs later? I don't know how they would do it, which route they would go. Fernbus, when that released, they decided to release the whole game in full. But that game, the development of that game is very slow, so they would have to figure out how to do it, and they would need a whole team just to focus on the console port. And they did say that that's what they would do. They would have a whole team devoted to it, so it wouldn't take anything away from PC development, which is cool. Yeah, like I said, it's just it's probably just time and stuff. I mean, it's a massive game. There's a lot of content in this game, and then it just seems like their priorities change a lot with SCS. Like one thing will be a priority, then like they get something else in their minds. Like, well, what now we want to do this? You know, there's things that people have been asking for in this game ever since it came out, and they still don't have. I mean, look at buses. They've been asking for buses in this game, God, for years, and finally now they're just deciding to add buses to the game. So, yeah, I don't know. It would be quite an endeavor to put this on console. Not to say they can't do it, but they just seem very ambitious. I do think from a business mind, financially, you know, it would be kind of stupid not to bring these games on consoles. But also, if they bring these games over to PS5 and Xbox, it's gonna just ruin every other sim on console. Because I'll be honest with you, I've played pretty much every sim out there for console, and none of them compared to the quality of these games.
Keep right.
Sadly, Aerosoft right now pretty much has the sim market on console wrapped up for whatever reason. I really don't know. And I think Aerosoft could do better if they would focus more on quality. If they wouldn't just pump out game after game after game, and if they would actually sit there and put in force feedback, and if they would really try to fix their games and try to optimize the games to the best of the console's ability, they would really have something. But they don't do that. Unfortunately, console players are just so starved for any kind of good sim games that they'll just buy all of the kind of junk. You know, I do it too. But what I try to do is I try to buy the games, and I try to give you guys, you know, my honest opinion on it. You know, and just let you guys know, and then you guys can decide for yourselves. I think one of the most difficult questions anybody ever asks as a content creator is the game worth it? It's so hard to answer that. Well, like I said, I think a big part of it is, you know, a developer has to take a risk. And it's a big risk putting a game like that on console because they don't know how it's going to do. They don't know how it's going to sell. They don't know if it's going to be worth their while to put a game like that out. But I really think the minute a good one comes to console, these developers are going to see, you know, just how much console players really want games like this, and it'll open their eyes and hopefully let more developers kind of take a chance. Because I still think, as of right now, they're just not sure how well a game will do on console. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure SCS knows that their games would do really well on console. But you have to remember, the engine that SCS was using didn't have any console support. So they did change it. They upgraded their engine. Now it does have console support. So I don't know. I would say in the next couple years, it's a possibility that we will see these games on consoles. And for right now, I know I feel, you know, I feel for all you console players that watch YouTubers and watch these games and, you know, are like, damn, why can't we have that? I totally get it. I really do. You know, up until like a couple years ago, I was in the same boat. I was just on PS5, and I would, you know, I'd watch content on ATS, ETS2, and be like, damn, you know, I want to play that game so bad.
Turn right.
Hey, Mitty, what's going on, bud?
Get ready to turn left.
I am doing really good. I hope you're doing well.
Turn left.
Okay. Let me just read chat here for a little bit. No, I think they will raise. Like I said, they're talking about it a lot. It's just SCS. They have their own time frame, and it's just it's like molasses in the summertime, man. It's just so slow. Yeah, with Xbox, but not PlayStation. PlayStation, I don't see Sony going that route anywhere in the near future. I'll be honest with you. They don't like sharing profits. You know, if anything, they want to stick their hand deeper in people's wallets. You know, so whereas I think it'll work fine for Xbox, I don't think you'll ever see Sony go that route unless what Xbox does is so insanely popular that it would force their hand. I just don't see it happening with Sony. They're just way too greedy. And this is coming from someone who has been a diehard Sony guy ever since the PlayStation came out, the original PlayStation. But yeah, Sony, they're probably one of the worst companies for greediness that I've ever seen, and it's really horrible. The 1.55 is actually running so good. I have not had a single frame drop yet. I've only been going for like what, half an hour or so, but yeah, it's been running really smooth. Back to the point of taking a risk, you got to remember, SCS can probably afford to take a risk more than a smaller dev, you know. And I mean, if we have devs like the dev that puts out Alaska Road Truckers and them, you know, they're putting out games on console. TML, they're going to put out the bus on console, and they're actually going to do it. No third party developer. They're actually going to do the port to console themselves. Okay. How am I'm not late because of me. I'm late because I got held up. Like, what do you expect? How far away am I? I'm like 22. Okay.
Keep right.
Okay, so now we have the music going because we're in trouble here. We risk being late. Well, like I said, it wasn't my fault. I would have been on time. I kind of feel, well, I mean, I guess in real life. Well, no, I mean, even in real life. If there's a road closure or detour, that's life. Especially like if it's an accident, if it's something, oh God. Please tell me this is right. I get so worried with exits like this, man. Well, with GeForce Now, depending on what tier you have, you can have a pretty powerful PC with that. So I would hope the game runs pretty good. But like I have like kind of a mid-power PC, and yeah, it's running fantastic. It's not 100% vanilla. I have an AI density mod. I'm pretty sure I did, although it didn't really feel like it. I'll have to check, unless it got disabled somehow. Yeah, I have some mods in here, but not a lot. I think I run more mods with ATS. I have the real buildings and businesses mod like that on here. Traffic density mod. I think I have like realistic train lengths. I think these lights that you see in the truck, I think that's a mod. Like the Metallica and the bands hanging in the window, that's a mod.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, okay. Yep, pay attention.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left and then turn left.
Okay, so just follow the
Turn
road.
right.
You said turn left and turn left. Alright, we're here. So, I think we're going to skip parking just because we're already late. So, let's just do that. There we go. Ooh, alright. Yeah, I'm running this right now on mine Ultra, and I'm running it in 1440. And man, it's running as smooth as butter. And ETS2 for me has always been one that's it kind of drops frames a bit, but it hasn't so far, so I'm pretty impressed. So let's go back to the title screen so I can check the mods. Yes. I actually had GeForce Now for a little bit before I got my PC. That's when I realized I had to get a PC. Okay, so Pro mods aren't working. So I have the interior lights pack, the Pendants rock bands, real traffic density is on, real companies, realistic train lengths, and AI traffic bus skins. That's those are the only mods I'm running with this one. I do have another profile set up where I have drivable buses. I've never done a live stream with that. I should do that one of these days. Oh, agreed, agreed. Yeah, they are just top tier. You know, I will say what's kind of funny is like I see a lot of PC guys that have never been on console really criticize ETS2 and ATS really hard about things, and I kind of have to laugh to myself because it's like if you've never played, like you can tell you've never played a simulator on console, because the things that they complain about with this game, I think are fantastic. Like play any driving sim on PS5 or Xbox, and you'll know. Yeah, that and that's the difference right there. That's the difference between a developer that uses their own custom made engine and a developer like TML that uses Unreal. Especially when it seems like they don't know how to use it the best. Okay, so oh we don't have a lot coming out of here actually. Um, it's 1:02 a.m. I might as well just drive through, I guess. Rough terrain forklifts, furniture. We have SUVs. Cordoba. Oh my God, that is 50 hours. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Ah, oh, damn it. Okay, hold on. 50 hours in the. Holy crap. Okay, that is not going to be this stream, guys. We're not going to do that in this stream. Wow, where does this go? That's 17 hours. That's 10 hours. Wow, we don't really have one going into Greece from here. Holy crap. Okay, so we'll do the 10-hour one and see where that brings us. We'll bring coconut oil. That's a weird load, but I guess we're gonna haul coconut oil to Belgrade. Wow. Okay. 50 hours. Holy crap. The analogy would be like any similar in Xbox feels like I mean, ah,
Time to hit the road.
I hate to sound that negative because I was actually told in one of my last streams that I'm too negative, but it is what it is. You just can't paint a pretty picture on things sometimes. Unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. Get out of here. Can I make that? Okay, I thought so. These European trucks, man. Ooh, they are nice. Wait, did we have a job out of here? Let me just check the jobs here first. Oh, okay. Oh, those are the ones that are ridiculously long. All right. All right.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
Say turn right again. Okay. So
Turn
guys,
right.
nobody has said anything to me. How are the levels? How are the game levels? Can you hear the truck? Can you hear the game? I know you can hear me speaking. Let's shut that off.
Get ready to turn right.
I wonder how long I have to drive to pick this up.
Turn right.
think that has anything to do with it. I think these, she said go straight on. Yeah. I think the consoles are fine. I think they can handle it. I've seen a lot of developers say these new gen consoles are more powerful, that they can handle it. The problem is we don't have the developers that will put the games out, right? Like we see it. I see games like RoboCop. RoboCop was brilliant. It looks absolutely fantastic on PS5. You know, but the problem is with the sim games, we have developers and publishers like Aerosoft that just they do the absolute bare minimum. That's all they'll do. It's like I talked to Aerosoft, you know, many times, and I've said like, hey, how come we don't have forced feedback? Well, it's too hard to do. You know, it's just too difficult to do. And it's like, okay, but if you went that extra mile, if you did that extra little bit, that would make such a huge difference into the game, and people would love your product so much more if you would just
turn right.
Put that little bit more effort in. But you know, they don't want to. They want to take our money, but they don't want to give us the best experience possible. Oh, good, man. Thanks. Glad to hear that the volume levels are good. Oh yeah, I love the lighting in the cab. I absolutely love this, and you can choose like whatever color you want. So these are things that I don't know if we'd ever see in the console version of the game, regardless. You know, I don't know how they would do mods. I don't know if they would have modding. Other games do, they figure it out, but that doesn't necessarily mean this game would. Coconut oil, alright. Take the job.
Ready to roll.
Okay, step. Last one? Nestle. Nestle supplying the coconut oil. Okay, I think we can back up into that.
Drive safe.
Oh, Taxi Life. That's another one that I don't. I don't know. I don't know if playing on PC, or I don't know if that most of the games I play on PS5 running 60 FPS. So when I play a game that's under, you know, I hate to be that FPS snob, but once you play games that are in 60 and then you go back down to like 30, or when you have games that drop a lot of FPS, God, it's so noticeable to me. And Taxi Life is one of those games that every time I play it, I can see. Like, if you look at any time you stop to pick up people and there's an intersection in front of you, the cars, they're like jittery. They're like, when they move, it's not smooth. Like, you can literally see the FPS just tanking. And I've had so many people say, oh, it looks good on mine. And I'm like, no. It's like, it cannot look good on yours. Like, you guys aren't noticing it, but I promise you it's there. I promise you it's there. And they still to this day have not fixed that with the game, that it doesn't have that smoothness, and it's so annoying. If I had to say one good thing about that game, is that when they added the force feedback, it does add a whole new level to it. It does make driving more fun, but man, the FPS, I just can't do it. And I hate myself for it. I really do, because I've always been one of those guys that before I would be like, you know what, you cannot tell the difference between this FPS and that FPS. But I was wrong. You know, I'm not an asshole. I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I was totally wrong about that. Yes, the lag in the mirrors. Yeah, that's another thing with like Alaskan Road Truckers, man. The mirrors. Oh, God, the lag in the mirrors. It really like it physically makes me feel nauseous. I've played that game, and the mirrors lag so bad. It gives me a headache. You know, and I just think I'm at the point where I don't want to say, well, it's good enough, because it's not good enough, is it? Like, you know, these developers are taking our hard-earned money, and we as gamers are saying, oh well, at least we have it. And it's like, no, that's not the right attitude to have. You know, don't think that just because the game was made for PC that, well, I'm just happy they put it on console. That's like a horrible attitude to have. Nobody asked these developers to port the game to console. This is something they decided to do. Why? Because they want the extra revenue. So whether you're on console or PC, we all deserve a product that we're paying for to work as intended. So anytime I hear someone say, well, you should be glad that you have it on console. Bullshit. Why? Like, it's a product. Your product should be up to the same quality no matter what you put it on. That's your product. Have some pride in it. You know, and don't tell me I should be happy to have it on console when it doesn't perform well, it looks like crap, you know, it's not fun to play. You know, that's not something that I think we just need to accept. You know, I disagree, because I played, like, there's some games that I play on console that I will always play on console. Like Farming Simulator. I play it on console, I'll probably always play that game on console. There's some games on PC that, yes, you can only play on PC, like this game. If I'm being 100% honest, PC can be a giant pain in the ass. With consoles, the plug-and-play aspect is so much better, and they're not farting around with settings constantly to try to get the best settings. You know, so essentially when you play PC, you have to become like a mini developer to figure out, you know, what settings are the best for my PC. You know, and once you dial them in, it's good. But at the same time, sometimes when I buy a game, I just want to play the game. I don't want to be like a tester to find out, okay, how do I get the best settings for this to work on my PC? When I can play it on PS5, and it's just there. You just start it up and go, and it's already the perfect settings for the console. I would say that the biggest advantage, though, to PC is that the games tend to be cheaper. Steam has amazing sales. Peripherals, right? You can use any wheel on PC, whereas with do I have to turn here? No. With like PS5, they screw you over because you can only use certain wheels, and then those wheels cost like 20% more just because they have the Sony branding on them. So there's like there's a lot of pluses and negatives, I think, to both. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my PC. I love console. But like I said, it's like, even like now, like, just to stream is such a pain in the ass on PC. Like, you have to have streaming software, and you need to do this. And I mean, you can do a lot more cool things with it. You know, like, you guys see, like, I have the overlays on the screen. and you know I had the starting screen
Get
and all
ready to
that.
turn right.
Can't do that on console, but also on console, if I want to go live, I just hit live and then there it
Turn
goes.
right.
I don't have to have like a ton of different programs running. You know, but like I said, it's all in the hobby, isn't it? You know, it really depends what you want
Keep
out of it.
left and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, it is. I'm not going to agree with you. I like, the tweaking is fine for me, but there's a lot of people that they don't want that experience. Personally, I feel like they should let us do that on console. If you crash your game, then you crash your game. You know what I mean? Then you need to figure it out. Or if you're running the game and you're tanking your frame rates on console, then you need to figure out how to scale it down. But yeah, I would actually prefer that. But I do know that there's a lot of people, that's what they like about console. They like that they can just turn it on, play a game, and they don't have to mess with anything. You know what I mean? And I think that's the big draw with console. But also PC, and I don't care what anybody says, and this is something that I will argue with anybody until I am blue in the face. You cannot get a PC that can do what a PS5 or an Xbox Series X does for the same price. Mm-mm. My PC is probably a little more powerful than my PS5, and it was like $1,200. There's no way you're getting all the components, even if you build it yourself. You're not getting a graphics card. You're not getting everything you need for like $400 or $500. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have a PC, but it's not going to be that impressive. And that's something I will argue with anybody about, like, till the end, man. I really will. And nobody has proven to me that they can build a PC that can run in like 1440. You know, yeah, they just can't prove it to me. And I mean, literally, I should have probably like a much more powerful computer for streaming and content creation. You know, you're talking in the realms of probably like $2,000. Which, if I had disposable income, I would definitely sink the money into that. Just have a setting. Say like have a setting where it's like developer recommended settings, or like say optimal settings, or things that you can tweak. So if you want to get a little bit more performance out of it, maybe you can turn down graphics more. I'll tell you even one further. One that I believe would really help with firm busting those games is if we were able to not play the game in 4K and play it in like 1080p. I think those would help the games immensely, because I know on PC changing the resolution, it completely changes the FPS. So I think having something as simple as that on console would really help a lot with games that struggle. But then again, like, developers are supposed to make a game for console that's optimized for the console, and a lot of these PC ports don't do that. You know, games like SnowRunner, Farming Simulator, those aren't ports. They actually make those games for console and PC. So there's a difference there. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with SES. They said that they wouldn't do a port for console. They would actually make a dedicated console version of the game, which is what makes me think the game would probably run really good. Man, I don't know, Mitty. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about that, but the fact of the matter is, like, even here in America, there's still many people that don't even have
Turn left.
internet and don't have access to the internet. So, yeah, it'd be really difficult for those types of gamers. I think until really good internet is available for, you know, at least 90% of the population
Get ready to turn
and
right.
affordable, I don't think that's going to be viable.
Turn right.
Wait, what is this? No, I screwed up. Man, the roads here are weird. Like, what was that? She said turn right at that point. So I turned right, and that was wrong. Fernbus played good up until, I believe, the Denmark DLC. But I will agree with that. When they had the settings in there, it ran fine. You know, I had my opinions about Fernbus. You know, so much so that, like, Aerosoft doesn't even talk to me anymore. I don't know exactly what I said to piss them off. I'm just being honest. And I've said multiple times that I don't feel it's the employees. I don't feel it's these the new people running Aerosoft. I feel like, you know, it's very much that Fabian wanted to bring that game to console, and he did. And then he left or got fired or whatever happened and left it to the new guys. And I just don't think anything can really be done with the game. I don't think they can fix the game. I don't think they can make the game run any better. And I just feel like they don't have an interest in it. They kind of have an attitude like, you know, they're getting kind of sick of it. You know, so I'm truthful with what I say. Because I've always said this, my channel is about the gamers. It's about you guys. It's not about, like, blowing smoke up developers' asses. It's not about kissing up to them for me to get free games. You know, I mean, those things are nice, but... And I don't understand it because I know another guy, another YouTuber, that he's honest about it too, and he still gets free games from them. He still gets codes and stuff, but I don't. So I don't know. And I'm like one of the biggest, you know, supporters of the damn game. Like, I was always, you know, am I disappointed because of, you know, the state of it's in? Absolutely. You know, and like I said, I've said time and again that other Aerosoft titles like Heavy Cargo are actually pretty good, and they are making improvements to it, and I see that. You know, but with Fernbus, it's just, it feels like, you know, redheaded stepchild. It feels like an afterthought. But yeah, like my contact at Aerosoft, he won't even correspond with me anymore. So I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. You know, I'm a firm believer in that if a developer can't take constructive criticism, then, oh well. You know, and the only time I was really harsh on Aerosoft was when Fabian ran things, and there was a very good reason for that. You know, but since the new people took over, man, I've been nothing but, you know, constructive with it. But that's how it goes sometimes, right? At this point, I wish they would really fix Tourist Bus. That's what I really wish.
Go straight on.
Oh, well, here's a good test. Because when I played this in the experimental beta, the rain caused frame drops. go back and check my channel, bro. I got I have several videos on the precinct. I actually love the game. What I can say about the precinct is that it's just the right amount of old school, because it's like that 3/4 top down, but it's got enough modernness to it, and that's like set in the 80s, and it's really good, man. It's really good. I think it's unique, and I absolutely love the game. I think it's a fantastic game. No worries, man. We all are. But yeah, absolutely fantastic game.
Get ready to turn right.
Nice, man. I haven't played this since the last update. I see now you can choose to play solo where you don't have Kelly tagging along, which I love that idea. Kelly was pretty useless in my eyes. But now, you know, speaking of console, I'm going to be getting NASCAR 25. I'm going to get that for the PS5. I'm probably going to get
Ready to turn right.
what's it called? Endurance Motor Sports?
Turn right.
Or something like that. I think I'm going to definitely get that on console. Project Motorsports? I may get that on console. I don't know. I don't know yet.
Ready to turn right.
It depends. I'm really on the fence about that one. And the funny thing is, wait a minute, yeah, turn right. And the funny thing is, the endurance one, I feel like I should be more on the fence with that, because that's published by Nikon, and it's made by the same developers that put out the Test Drive Solar Crown Unlimited or whatever, which is horrible. So I feel like I should be more on the fence about that one. But the Project Motor Racing, that's from the guy that brought the Project Cars series out. So, man, I don't know. I'm really nervous about that one. I think even I'm going to wait and see what YouTubers say. But the NASCAR 25 that's coming out for console from iRacing really has me interested. I really plan on getting that. You're drifting on dirt. Are you talking about the I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, that's iRacing as well. They brought that out, and yeah, that got really good reviews, but I'm just not into that kind of racing. But yeah, this upcoming NASCAR 25, just yesterday, I want to say, they were having people tweet that they've actually played the game, and they were really impressed with it. And everything they talked about was like physics based and how the car is handled and how well it was. So yeah, I'm getting really excited about that one. All right, so we got rain with the sun shining. Okay, so okay, it's a little hard. X-ray inspection. Oh, and Le Mans Ultimate gets out of early access this month. And that will be coming to console at some point. And I'm really excited about that. And I have that game on PC. I bought it on PC. And I think I will buy that on console as well to see how well that game does on console.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Okay, let's find a new route.
Yeah, man, good talking to you. Have a good rest of your day, bro. Whoa. Every time I come to these, she says rerouting. When this is where I have to go through. I don't understand. Hello? Okay. Oh, there's a truck one. Uh-oh. How the hell do I get out of here now? Oh man. No. Okay. That was probably the most illegal thing I'll do in the stream. Oh well. Ooh, we're gonna need some fuelers pretty soon. So you know, guys, I may finish this haul, and then we might call a stream because it's like 84 degrees in here now. Now it's starting to get hot. But that's why I wanted to start an hour earlier, because I figured it would be a little cooler. So at least I got some time in. I could toy around with the idea of streaming a little bit earlier, but I don't know how that would work either. I have not lost a single frame with the rain. So, man, feel like they did a good job. I do apologize if you hear me munching. I have like a little snack next to me because I don't know. Just got the munchies today, you know. I got this trail mix. It's all honey nut everything. It's like almonds, cashews, coffee coated peanuts, and like honey roasted sesame sticks. I love those damn things, man. I swear I could eat just like a package of the sesame sticks. Yeah, there's nothing in the patch notes that they did anything with the graphics, but for some reason, I just think the graphics look so much clearer. I don't know. Like I said the same thing when we were in the experimental beta. I thought they did something with the graphics and said even though they haven't said anything. Now I'm really curious as to what ETS looks like.
Get ready to turn right.
Get ready to turn right. Okay, I see.
Turn right.
Well, okay, we're dropping frames here. I wonder if it's the water trailing off the truck in front of us, maybe? I don't know. They didn't drop too bad, but they did drop. Okay, so I'm gonna just follow this guy. Yep, that was the safest bet. Yeah, we're dropping frames again. So it still seems like something to do with the rain. Although it's not as bad. Still think it had something to do with slowing down through there in the water trails off the truck in front of me, if I had to guess. Oh no. Okay. Whew, just an accident. So yeah, the rain definitely is tanking my FPS. game was running at a beautiful 60 FPS this whole time, and now it's dropping some. And I just want to throw it out there. It's not an update that's bothering me, but because this is the live version. Whoa. Of the 155 update. I just want to let you guys know what's going on. Man, okay. I forgot that terrain is slippery. So I used to use the brutal graphics in the weather mod, but then I kept having an issue with it where, like, when the rain would stop, the lighting would just change. It wouldn't be gradual, it would just like change instantly. And I didn't like that. I mean, I think this looks good. I may get that mod back and take a look and see how that looks. It's 90. What am I doing? 180. Okay, that's alright. So, like I said, when the road's wet, you don't want to take these corners too fast. I do enjoy the lighting in this game. You know, that's the one thing that is always a big issue with Fernbus. You have the... Oh, dude, what the hell? You can't just do that to a semi? What an asshole. Jeez. Yeah, so... we just dropped to about 49 FPS here. Whoa, these cars are crazy. I would be almost positive that they're the same way in real life. I'm absolutely positive that they are. Alright, so sun's out, train stopped, FPS is right back up to 60. You know, I don't... You know, let me see something here. Okay, so it's not the windshield wipers. I was just testing, you know, who knows? Maybe it's a weird thing. Maybe it's like the windshield wipers were causing it. But I definitely think it probably has a lot to do with the rain kicking up behind the vehicles. Oh.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, I said we gotta get fuel, and we have not stopped to get fuel yet. I hope there's a station on the way here. Give me 1 second, guys. sorry about that. I just had to get up and grab a drink. Whoa, God! Why? Why does everyone keep doing that? Okay. So an hour and 19. Okay, we're still good. Oh, it looks like there's fuel right up ahead. How perfect is that? Because we are in dire need. You know, the fuel gauge on this truck is so weird. Which way does that go, actually? Okay. This is a yield. So I don't know if this is an issue with the AI traffic density mod, or if this is just a flaw in the game. But you'll get an intersection like this where traffic just won't stop. See that? You had that bus, and now there's another huge line of traffic. It won't stop. It's just continuous. So literally, we could be sitting here for God knows how long because the traffic just won't end. It just will not. Look at it. It's just the traffic is just non-stop. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's something that I feel really needs to be addressed in this game. And again, like I said, is that we gotta figure out how to do something here because we're not going to be able to go. Oh, come on. Really? I can't go down here? Oh, damn it. How the hell? Am I supposed to get out of here? Boy, is traffic actually moving?
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
You know what? I don't even care. If something hits us, it hits us. Okay, we're going to pull in here, and we're going to fuel up, and then we're going to deliver our load here. Just south of $600, huh? All right. There's actually a stoplight as you enter the tunnel? That's interesting. Working there. Or, well, they must be on break. That guy's definitely on break. Or he's deformed. What do we got here? So, I wonder, like, how do you do the road work in this game? Is it just random, or is it based on, like, real road work that they're redoing? I know it would be stupid to ask, but, like, imagine if you could have a game like this that had, like, a living map. Or, like, no, I think a living map would describe it good. Where, you know, you'd have construction like that, and then maybe, you know, the construction would end after a certain number of months or something in game or something. I don't know, some way to do that, right? And then have like road work just happen in random areas. Sometimes moving around. Like I said, maybe if they could have like some kind of in-game calendar. They could do it that way, but I think that would be interesting.
Keep right.
You know, or like, oh gosh, what is? She says keep right. Do I have to? Yep, I do. So like, imagine if there's like a
keep right, and then turn right.
Okay, I need to concentrate. Hold on, guys.
Turn right.
All right. Oh God, turn right again?
Keep right.
What the hell are these roads, man? Just exit after exit after exit. Oh, but anyway, like, imagine if they were building something, and then after so much time passed in game, like, it was actually done. So you could see the final product. I think that'd be cool. All things that would probably be very difficult to implement in a game, but upgrade discovered. Road to the Adriatics. There's a achievement unlocked.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yes, ma'am.
Exit right. Get ready to turn right.
A lot of right-hand turns.
Turn right.
Oh, gosh. I think that should be like a veer right.
Keep right.
We are almost at our destination, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We have a green light, sir. You can go. Oh, there's a stop sign? Oh, what a weird setup that is. Huh. Alright. And let's get over. Ah, it's so nice having direction lights that kick off.
Turn left.
And turn left. Right up here.
turn left.
I'm not at the road yet, lady.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Wait. Here or over there? Oh, lady. No, it's over here. This is where
Here
we
we
want
are,
to be.
safe and sound.
Says you. 40 XP. That's. Oh, that's different. We're gonna try that. No promises, but Okay, I'm gonna try to go around because I really feel like that's probably the best way to do it if we're allowed to. Backing that in there is going to be weird, and it's not the backing, it's the positioning. Please let me go all the way around this building. It looks like I can. It looks like we're going to be okay. Okay. Oh, these are interesting. Very interesting docks. Huh. Okay, I see ours. Okay, this probably won't be too bad, maybe? No, I don't think this is going to be too bad. I don't let it fall back there naturally. No. I am going to do a pull-up. Okay, we got to get really close to that other trailer. I didn't realize how close we had to get to that other trailer. Ooh, that's close, baby. You know what? Hold on. I don't think we can actually do it this way. We gotta take it out this way more. There we go. Yes. Okay, now we can swing it around. No, we're still not doing it. Oh man, this is a lot trickier than I thought it was going to be. You know what though? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. Okay, we're gonna just pull this back and we're gonna call it when that turns green. This is about as good as I think I'm gonna get it. Whew. There we go. Not bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. It took me a couple tries, but we got it. All right. Disconnect. There we go. So how much did we get for that? Ooh, we're 15 grand. Nice. All right. So that's it, guys. That's where we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad we had a little bit of time to do this today. It's now like 85 degrees in my room, so yeah, I'm pretty much well done sitting here. I'm going to go out. I'm going to cool down and do some stuff that I have to do. I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day. To all my American friends, I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July weekend. And thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you next time.